Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia, where, if you're looking outside there, it is a minus 35 Celsius, minus 33 Fahrenheit, which means, of course, let's close that, it means that hell is frozen over. And you know what that means? That means that General Hand Grenade is going to play his first YouTube game, and it begins right now. So this is Germany's turn. This is the inaugural turn in the game. Before I go, let me just show you around here. I did a preview video yesterday. If you want a more detailed explanation, you can check that out. Anyway, so there's going to be the incomes for the Allies. And over there will be the Comintern. So there's the Russians and the CCP. And up in the corner there, that's the Axis, and I've put the Turks up there as well because that's where I'll be doing most of my turn is over there, and so I can reach that over there. So we're playing with a number of expansions, and so there's a number of setup changes. And so not just for the viewers out there, but for my fellow competitors, if you weren't aware of it, you didn't look at all of them, there are some setup changes. I'm not going to detail all of the setup changes in Latin America War because there's a number of them. But yeah, like for instance, there's a battleship down there for the Argentinians, right? There's a few extra units. There's an extra plane and stuff down there. And even the smaller countries have different units. The colonial troops expansion, this guy is a new setup. He's basically an infantry in Nigeria. There is a cavalry unit, extra cavalry unit for the Italians here. I think he's more like a militia unit. He's set up in the Solomon Islands for the British. The Turks, we're playing Turkey at war, so there's some setup changes there too. I didn't memorize them, but suffice it to say that there's some setup changes, and you can consult the Turkey at War expansion set at historicalboardgaming.com to see what those changes are. And in China, there is a couple of them. So right here, I just noticed this before I was gonna do my turn because I was looking for where the Opium Wars markers went. Turns out in the setup, there's also an extra militia in Xinjiang. So there's that. And then there is 3 markers. So where's the first one? Right here in Afghanistan. So this is part of the oil wars of this set. So there's one there, one in Cochin, China, and one here in Szechuan. So those are the setup changes for this game. And take a look at the chart up here. I think I got those right. We're playing the Canada War expansion, so there's a bit of a setup change in there too. There's a shipyard, and instead of a destroyer, there's a corvette there. So that's a setup change, and that also gives a setup change on the chart down here. There's a couple of German subs here, but they don't go on the board until Germany goes to war. And I think that's it. So this is my turn, and if you've seen my video a while back, you've seen that I had this thing here. It's called a turn caddy. That's made out of wood, and that's just to help me organize my turn as I'm doing the YouTube Wars thing. So here's what I'm going to be rolling for. I've got 3 major factories plus 1 extra die roll for the Germans, and you can see I'm going for improved factories, wartime economy, long-range aircraft, and heavy bombers. And you can see I need a 7, 7, 7, and a 9 for those. I'm going to purchase a fighter for the Spanish nationalists. In Turkey at war, I'm going to make a roll for them, and I'm going to need a 4 or less because I'm giving them an extra $1 for that. And then I'm going to have this roll here for the Spanish nationalists at the end of the Spain turn, the recruitment roll. Purchases, so that's $10 That's $13 plus 6 is $19, and my income is 20. So there is one IPP that I've saved. All right, so let's just do the rolling now, since there is not a lot of combat moves here. Let me just find a good spot here. There we go. Okay, so let's do that turkey at war roll first. So I will take my one IPP and give it to the Turks, and take the other two IPP and give it to the bank. So I need a 4 or less. And 11. So I missed the turkey at war roll. And then I've got my technology rolls. So 9. That's a hit on long-range aircraft. And 9 here, that's a hit on wartime economy. And these two are misses. So wartime economy and long-range aircraft. Or no, sorry, heavy bombers. So heavy bombers and wartime economy. There we go. You take a look over there. So I've moved those two up. All right. And that's it over there that I need to show you. So let's get on with my turn here then. I only have one combat move, and it's an annexation, but it is to be done on your combat move. So I've got one cavalry. He's going 1-2 spaces into Austria, and he's going to annex Austria. So I'll take this off and this off, and I'll put down the German pie and the German infantry to replace them. So that is my only combat move. And my only non-combat move, I'm taking the sub here that is down in here. He's going through the canal here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's going up to C zone 33 here. Okay, so those are my only changes on the board for the Germans, for my opponents and others playing this game. So the horse into here and the sub into there, those are the only changes that I've made to the Germans. So let's go around and do the Spanish Civil War now. All right. So let's, we've got a fighter and an artillery and an infantry. Yeah, I think that's it. Fighter, artillery, infantry, and they're going after that infantry down there. So, and that is into a mountain. So I've got an artillery first, and that will be at 2. And I hit him. That's good. So he does not get to shoot me back. Spain takes that territory. And while I'm here, I might as well do the roll. So I've got 3 territories, and I need a 3 or less for my recruitment. And I got a 2. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put an infantry back where I just took one off. But before I do that, I've got to go up to the other side of the board. So actually, I don't really, because I'm going to take this up here. 2, and take these 2 up here. And so I'll just grab a chip there and put it under here for this dude that I just got on my recruitment roll. And that will be the end of the Spain turn. So the changes here, I haven't put a pie down yet, but I've taken this territory without a loss. And I've placed an infantry here. And I'm going up to the other side of the board so that, while we're on our way by, Germany gained 2 IPP when they annexed Austria. So they're at 22 now. And let's move this around. Okay. So the fighter is going to fly back, the one in Spain. So he flew back. There he is there. And so I'm going to place the other fighter beside him. And the factory upgrade, of course, will be going into Eastern Germany. So we'll take off this medium factory. We'll put on this large factory. And it looks like that is all I have. So Germany takes 22 IPP plus the IPP that they saved. They now have 23 IPP. There we go. And as I told you, there's those heavy bombers and wartime economy. And the only change up there is the German roundel has gone to 22. So that's it for the initial turn. I'm going to tell you right now, there is a table for Latin American at war, and you don't roll for it until January of every year. So that's why I didn't roll for it to begin with. It's a random events table. So what we're going to do is that the American player, which will be Panzer King in this game, he's going to make the roll at the end of his turn. That way we can start the turn knowing what's happened. Like, rather than me start my turn off by rolling it and then sitting there and wondering, well, what should I do about this? At least the roll will be done and we will all start fresh on the following turn, knowing what has happened on the random events table in Latin America. So that's when that begins. And I believe that's the only type of roll that we need to do. Like, there's none for the colonial or Turkey or China. So that's it for my turn today. Happy New Year, everyone. Today is New Year's Eve. Take care. General Hand Grenade out. Sorry about that, guys. Had to bring you back for a quick second. I forgot when I took Austria. So the UK goes up an IPP. Now they started at 10 because they're adjusted for having Canada involved. And then France goes up 1 IPP. So France is at 7, UK is at 10, and Germany's at 22, and that's the changes there.